expect some points to be scored at Chesapeake Energy Arena in Oklahoma City. This is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Going to take a look at a Western Conference matchup, the Golden State Warriors versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the Thunder have opened up as 9-point home favorites, but looking at this game, taping it Wednesday morning from Las Vegas, line has moved up to as high as 10 in the betting market, while the total has also been a mover, 210.5 at the open, now sitting at 211.5 to 212 in the betting market. When you look at the Warriors, they had their 4-game win streak snapped last night in a 140-109 setback as 2.5-point road underdogs to the Houston Rockets. That tied for the most points allowed by a team this season, and they did it by surrendering a league record tying 23 three-pointers. That doesn't bode very well when you're going to play a second game of a back-to-back against the best offensive team in the NBA on its home floor, and the Thunder also shoot a league best 43.6% from beyond the arc in front of its home fans. Center Andrew Bogut just getting back into the lineup. Of course, he's missed a lot of time since they've acquired him from the Milwaukee Bucks. He will not be playing the second game of back-to-backs until probably the All-Star break. He did play last night, but he will not be in the lineup tonight. When you look at the Warriors, they haven't done their best work in the first game of a back-to-back, going 5-8 in that situation, but they have performed well in the second game, winning 8 of 12. The over is 7-1 in their last 8 tries with 0 days rest. And also when I was handicapping this game, when finishing out a back-to-back on the road this year, the Warriors have gone over the total in all 8 games, climbing over that number by an average of 18.4 points per game. So it's definitely something to look at when you're handicapping the numbers on Wednesday. When you look at Oklahoma City, they have alternated wins and losses in their last 9 games. Of course, they brought the Thunder in a 112-91 victory over the Dallas Mavericks last time out as 8.5-point home favorites. They have really dominated that series. Used to be one of the bigger rivalry games because the Mavericks would put it on them, but now it's kind of reversed the trend. And I expect maybe a defensive letdown here, another reason why I'm going to like the over, and some more coming here in the video. Also, the Thunder have won 7 straight games in the series, so they may look a little past the Houston Rockets or the Golden State Warriors in this one, and the over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between the Thunder and Rockets at Chesapeake Energy Arena. When you look at the Thunder, it's hard to imagine that they'll drop this game due to the fact that they're 21-3 at this venue straight up this year, 15-1 versus Western Conference opponents, and they've won their last 14 straight versus conference rivals at this facility. Kevin Durant leads the league in offense, points per game, and he averages 30.7 points per game in his last 5 meetings versus the Golden State Warriors. And his average is the highest against any opponent, Durant, versus the Warriors in his career, versus a team that he's faced 9 or more times. I believe that this game obviously has been risen a little bit in terms of the total. The betting total had to be moved up by the odds maker after the fact that the Rockets just scored 140 on the Warriors. But when you look at the Thunder, they've gone over the total 12 of the last 15 games with a total of 210 or higher at home. And I'm expecting this one to also be offensive minded. So I'm going to suggest as an official pick, over 211.5 with the Golden State Warriors versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. For any further information on this game or any other on the college basketball or NBA board on Wednesday night, you can definitely follow me on Twitter at Jeff Grant Sports.